pulled the old truck out of the barn, and to my surprise, it fired right up. No dead battery, no waiting for the fuel to get in the line. It fired right up. Now it is a dusty mess. It needs to be cleaned. It needs to be driven. And with beautiful weather like this, I think those days are ahead of me. Now, oftentimes I'm asked, what's under the hood? And nothing impressive. It is a Ford 223 inline 6. This is the stock motor that came into this pickup. It has a 3 on the tree. Nothing to write home to mom about. Now, I have a 289 in the barn that was given to me by a friend who ran that motor at Formosa as a drag car in an Anglia. And so a couple years back, had a couple bearings spin on this motor, and I thought, now's the time. And we began to kind of count the cost of what it would take to put that motor in this truck. So I have the motor, but I don't have the transmission. So I thought, I'd like to have a T5 because I'd like to have overdrive. So we started assessing this. Well, then I probably need, if I'm gonna have that big a motor, then I need some brakes, because I've got all stock brakes on this thing. So a disc brake conversion, power brakes, and if I'm gonna have that with all that weight, I need probably power steering. Well, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well put a Mustang 2 front end on it. And I probably need a radiator, and might as well just get like a new alternator and all that sort of thing, starter. I'm gonna need it all, bell housing, drive line, everything. By the time we got through calculating this, it almost came to the price of what I paid for the truck originally. And if we're honest about the price, but man, what a difference it would make. It would add all kinds of excitement to this truck. This is what we're talking about today in our devotional, is we're talking about what we're motivated by. This is only motivated by an inline 6 right now, but man, it could be motivated by something much more powerful, something much more impressive, something way better than this. Well, when we start out life, we're really motivated by the flesh because that's all we have. And so when we go to seek things in life, it's all about ourselves. Like a small kid will go, mine, 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 that's mine. And he's looking after himself. When the Spirit of God confronts somebody about their absolute, utter selfishness and sinfulness, what the Lord offers is a new heart. He wants to give you a heart transplant. And interesting enough is that I know oftentimes we think of this as kind of a New Testament idea, but he references this through the prophets in Ezekiel 36, starting in 28, it says, "A new heart also I will give unto you, and a new spirit will I put within you. Take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them." This is amazing. While that V8 would transform this truck, more importantly, the Spirit of God, he takes the stony heart out of us, puts a heart of flesh in us, and completely transforms us. So now all of a sudden, we have this heart that is given to us by love, a heart of love, that causes us to drive towards the things of God. See, if you are truly a child of God, you will do the things of God, because your heart has been given to you by him, and you love the things that he loves. It's not this I know I need to do this, but I don't want to do it. Now, there may be a struggle, like Romans 7 says. There might be a bit of a struggle because we got the flesh to contend with. But in reality, our heart is always given over to the things of God. Completely transformed. You know, not just the motor, but the motor, the transmission, the brakes, the power steering, the suspension, everything is transformed. And so when I'm saved, The motor is just the one part, then everything else comes after that. And he gives me everything that I need to really get on in my spiritual life. I hope you understand these illustrations. You may not think like I do. But when I think about stuff like this, I think about, man, look what God has done in my life. Now, where will he take me from here? Just some things to think about. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for listening to my stories and my chickens. May God richly bless you.